Hey, how's it going? This is Grant Luna with Fidelity National Title. And in this video, I'll be showing you how to create a flyer that looks something like this within the Fidelity Agent One app. It'll give a range of offer prices and the difference in monthly payments between those offer prices. It could be really helpful if you're working with a buyer in trying to give them some insight into the different offer prices that they might be writing down on a contract and how that might look for them moving forward. This is something that I wish I would have had when working with buyers, and they would ask me what we should offer, what we should go up to in a multiple counter. And I think this resource could be really valuable. And it's really customizable too, so let's jump into it. And first things first, you will need a Fidelity Agent One account. If you don't have a Fidelity Agent One account, there's a link in the description for an easy to follow setup guide. You can create an account and then follow along with this video. I'll be walking through this on the desktop version of Fidelity Agent One, but functionally it's very similar. I'll just point out where the differences are between these two. To start off, you'll navigate to the Buyer tab. If you're on your phone or on your iPad, it's going to be at the bottom left of the screen. If you're on the desktop version, it's just at the top right here. So you just select Buyer. And all you really need to do for this is just enter in some of the details within this calculator. A lot of these are going to be pre-filled for you ahead of time. So what I can do is just come in here and enter in an offer price at home price. I can change the loan type if I wanted. So I can choose an FHA, VA, all cash, etc. type of loan. You can choose a down payment percentage, interest rate, etc. But I'm just going to leave it pretty basic for now. So I'll select compute. So next you'll have this snapshot generated for you. It'll give you a monthly payment and a bring to close amount. So this is still just good information for your buyer to see. It shows what that monthly payment will be like moving forward, how much they'll need to bring to close escrow. So the next step is usually if you're just trying to create a buyer monthly payment estimate, you click share or print PDF, and that creates something like this where it's going to have a full breakdown of those closing costs, escrow fees, title fees, etc. But in this case, how we go about creating that flyer that shows the different offer prices and the differences in the monthly payment is you want to select this phone icon right here. If you're on your phone or your iPad, it's kind of interesting. You just kind of shake your phone or iPad and then a menu will appear. But in this case, I'm just going to select this phone icon right here. And this menu will now appear. And this is where you can actually customize the flyer that will be created. And so some of the things that you can customize in this flyer are the increment ranges here. So basically the differences between these offer prices, you can make it bigger or smaller. You can choose whether the flyer is going to show the actual monthly payment amounts or just the differences between the monthly payment amounts. And lastly, you can show whether the values here or the increments in the offer price will be just increasing, just decreasing, or both increasing and decreasing. And so how you go about doing that is with this toggle icon right here. So you click this setting. Now you can change the offer price increments, the results, and more results here. So in this case, I'll just leave this at 10,000, but like I said, you could make it a bigger range or a smaller range. So I'm just going to leave this at 10,000. Like I said, you can either have it show the monthly payment amounts themselves. So in this case, it'll be the $7,940, etc., etc. But I kind of like where it's the monthly payment difference, so I can leave this here. And lastly, like I said, you can have this flyer be both increasing or just decreasing or both increasing and decreasing. So in this case, I'm just going to do an example case. Maybe I'm working with a buyer that's in a multiple counteroffer situation and they're trying to figure out what their ceiling is. How much are they going to come up to try to purchase this house? So I'll select update here. I just want the increasing values. So now this is that new calculator for me. It's just increasing by 10,000. And now instead of monthly payment amounts, it's showing the actual difference in the payment here. And so now to go ahead and create that flyer, all you need to do is hit the share button right here. Now this flyer will be generated for you. It'll actually have the buyer conventional loan information up at the top of the screen here. If you're on your phone or your iPad, you should see a share button at the top right of the screen. It's a square with an arrow pointing upwards. You could just text or email it straight from the app. If you're on the desktop version like I am, you can email this or download this. It's a great resource to bring to your next buyer presentation, maybe to show just some additional information that you can help them moving forward. And like I said, you can also do it where instead of the monthly payment differences here, so in this case, you can see that going up by a range of $10,000 will just increase that monthly payment by $77. But you could also do it instead where it's the actual monthly payment amount. So that's kind of where you configure that flyer on the back end. So this is just one of the many features that exist within Fidelity Agent One. It's a great resource for any part of your real estate business, whether you're working with sellers or buyers. Check out my YouTube channel, search Fidelity Agent One, and you'll see all of the videos that include Fidelity Agent One and show you different ways that you can use it in your real estate business.